tell you that it was not for nothing.
Now you're becoming a DVM, Dr. Goff, and even if you never report to surgery, I don't think you will ever understand how proud we are of you.
Thank you for being such an amazing son and person and friend.
It literally seems like yesterday that you were a freshman. You're such an amazing person, and I love you so very much.
You genuinely care for others, and you have demonstrated that through your time and talents at Iowa State and in the Ames community.
You have left this a better place than you found it. Touched the lives of many of your peers. You will forever be my second son.
Good evening. Iowa State University is pleased and honored to welcome the family of our friends, our graduates, to the Spring 2023 Evening Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony here in Hilton Coliseum. Today's commencement ceremony recognizes recent graduates in Iowa State University's proud 165-year history of academic achievement, excellence, and service. The processional will begin with a presentation of the college banners by each college's student marshal, who will be accompanied by the dean and the student's university escort. The presentation of the college banners will be followed by the processional of our undergraduate candidates for graduation, who will process in as members of the delegations of their respective colleges. Members of the assembly may remain seated during the processional. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you Audrey McMillan, student marshal for the College of Human Sciences. Audrey is accompanied by her university escort, Linda Neem, and by Dean Laura Dunn-Jolly. It is our privilege to present to you Nethme Hewage, student marshal for the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Nethme is accompanied by her university escort, Kirill Kovner, and by Dean Beata Schmidtman. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you undergraduate candidates for graduation from Iowa State University. Signaling the official beginning of our evening undergraduate commencement ceremony, the University Mace, carried by Chief Faculty Marshal Dr. Robert Wallace, precedes the President. We ask the candidates for graduation and the members of the Assembly to please rise as you are able for the procession of the members of the Iowa State University academic community, led by President Dr. Wendy Winterstein. And now, the presentation of colors by the Army Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard. Iowa State University is very pleased to introduce Cole Stevenson as the Spring 2023 Evening Undergraduate Commencement vocalist. Mr. Stevenson will sing our national anthem.
Please join me in the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket
Please be seated. Graduates, family, and friends, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Wendy Winterstein, President of Iowa State University.
Good evening. I'm very pleased to welcome you to Iowa State University's Spring 2023 Evening Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask that they please stand and remain standing until all introductions are made. Dr. Trudy Hueskamp Peterson, former acting archivist of the United States for the National Archives and Records Administration, honorary degree recipient and commencement speaker. Dr. Toya Younger, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. Sean Norman, Senior Vice President for Operations and Finance. Dr. Sharon Perry Fancini, Vice President for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Dr. Carl Wells, Director of Equal Opportunity and Title IX Coordinator. Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, Endowed President and CEO, Executive Officer of Iowa State University Alumni Association. Dr. Anne-Marie van der Zanden, Associate Provost for Academic Programs. Dr. Beata Schmidtmann, Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dr. Laura Dunn-Jolly, Dean and Dean's Chair of the College of Human Sciences. Dr. William Graves, Dean of the Graduate College. Dr. Daniel Grooms, Stephen G. Julesgaard, Endowed Dean of the College of Veterinary Medicine. Ms. Hannah Skates Kettler, Associate University Librarian for Academic Success. Ms. Sarah Bennett George, Associate Teaching Professor in Apparel, Events, and Hospitality Management and Faculty Senate President. Dr. Jennifer Sukon, University Registrar, and the faculty marshals and departmental representatives for today's commencement ceremony. Please join me in recognizing them. Please be seated. On behalf of our university leaders, faculty, and staff, we are delighted to honor and celebrate our newest graduates of Iowa State University. Commencement is the most important and significant ceremony that a university holds. For our graduates, it represents the culmination of years of hard work, focused study, perseverance, and personal growth. For family and friends, it's a time to share in the success of their graduate and to be recognized for the wonderful support and care they have provided throughout the years. And for Iowa State University, it represents the successful completion of our most important responsibility to society, providing a comprehensive education to prepare the next generation of scholars, innovators, and leaders. Graduates, you are joining a very special group of people who hold degrees from this renowned institution. We are so proud of you, and we know you will continue to bring great pride to Iowa State University. Congratulations to all of you. I now call on Dr. Anne-Marie van der Zanden, Associate Provost, to begin the honorary degree presentation.
At today's ceremony, Iowa State University is privileged to bestow an honorary degree, its 151st in the university's history. Ms. Sarah Bennett George, President of the Faculty Senate, will introduce the distinguished recipient to President Winterstein.
Will you please rise, Dr. Trudy Huiskamp-Peterson? President Winterstein, on behalf of the faculty of Iowa State University, the Faculty Senate has recommended and the Board of Regents, State of Iowa has approved, awarding the honorary degree Doctor of Humane Letters to Dr. Huiskamp-Peterson. An Iowa native and Iowa State University alumna, Dr. Huiskamp-Peterson is an archival consultant and certified archivist. She spent 24 years with the U.S. National Archives, including more than 2 years as acting archivist of the United States. Dr. Huiskamp-Peterson was the founding executive director of the Open Society Archives in Budapest, Hungary, and then the director of Archives and Records Management for the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. She consulted with Truth Commissions in South Africa and Honduras, the Special Court for Sierra Leone, the Nuclear Claims Tribunal of the Republic of the Marshall Islands, and the Police Archives in Guatemala. Among her many publications are Final Acts, a guide to preserving the records of Truth Commissions, Temporary Courts Permanent Records, covering 5 temporary international criminal courts, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, an archival commentary. She also writes a monthly newsletter on archives and human rights. In 2018, she received the Emmett Leahy Award for her outstanding accomplishments impacting the records and information management profession and was named a fellow by the International Council on Archives in 2022. President Winterstein, it is my pleasure to present Dr. Trudy Huiskamp-Peterson for an honorary degree from Iowa State University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, as President of Iowa State University, it gives me great pleasure to bestow upon you, Trudy Huiskamp-Peterson, the honorary degree, Doctorate of Humane Letters, with all attendant rights, privileges, and obligations. I commend you, Dr. Huiskamp-Peterson, on your outstanding contributions and achievements on a renowned archivist. Please join me in congratulating Trudy Huiskamp-Peterson on her Doctorate of Humane Letters honorary degree.
I'm flooded with graduation gratitude for this honor. I came to Iowa State because I was told it was hard. And as the old song goes, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Iowa State gave me a wonderful foundation, and I am truly grateful for all of it. My special thanks, of course, go tonight to President Winterstein, to Dean Schmidtman, to the Faculty Senate, and to the faculty of the Department of History for this nomination and award. I've been invited to say a few words to graduates. Promise, it was warm, I won't be long. I want to start, though, by asking you for a hand raise, and that is, how many of you in this auditorium have driven a tractor pulling a hay baler? Anybody? A few, but not very many. Okay, so let me tell you about it. When I was a teenager and I was driving a tractor pulling a hay baler in the late 50s, 1960s, Tractors weren't like they are today. They didn't have this enclosed cab, they didn't have air conditioning, none of that. It was basically an engine, wheels, a seat, and a power takeoff. That was it. You were out in the middle of everything. The hay, and mostly it was alfalfa, but sometimes straw, had first been cut, then pulled into a row, like a big long string across a field, and let dry. Those rows were called windrows. The baler was set off to the right side of the tractor, and behind that was a flatbed wagon so that the bales could come out of the baler and go onto the flatbed where somebody was back there stacking them. Now, to do it, you had to drive the tractor to the left side of the windrow so you didn't run over it. You had to make sure that you stayed on the left side so that the windrow would feed right beside you and go back into the baler. So to drive a baler successfully, you had to look forward so you knew where the corners were and where you had to zigzag around potholes, but you had to look back all the time too, because you had to see that the hay was indeed feeding right, that the baler hadn't run out of twine, or that there wasn't a problem back on the hay rack. I've decided life is a lot like baling hay. You gotta look forward, you have to see where the curves are coming at you, you have to see what potholes you have to avoid, but you have to understand where you came from, and you have to understand the context of actions that are occurring as we live. If we don't understand where we came from, things just come at you like balloons falling from the ceiling, and they hit you and they pop, and you have no sense of where they came from. But if you understand history, you have a better sense of how we got to where we are and where we ought to go. Let me give you 4 real quick examples. The first one's an international one. In February last year, 2022, Russian President Vladimir Putin said in a public address that Ukraine wasn't a nation, that it was a fiction, that there had never been a Ukraine identity. Now, why did he say that? Why does he believe that? And does it make a difference? It sure does, because a couple days later, he invaded Ukraine in the war that is still going on. Second example, society. When I got a PhD in history, there was not a single woman on the history faculty. And there were no women deans, and there wasn't a woman university president. What changed in the past 50 years? How did that change happen? And is it stable? And that we learn by looking back at how we got here. Let me do a, thank you. Let me do it on a local level. On a Sunday morning, a couple weeks ago, my husband and I were getting ready to leave a restaurant in Esterville in northwest Iowa. And we were standing in line to pay, and my husband didn't know the man standing behind him. And so he said to him, "Are you from around here?" And the man said, "I used to be. I'm 2/3 Ojibwe." Oh, why does that matter? And finally, on a very personal level, let's say you decide to go to Brazil on a vacation. You find out they speak Portuguese. The rest of Latin America speaks Spanish. Why is that? How did the big country of Brazil end up speaking Portuguese? And by the way, what did the Pope have to do with it? Now, when I say history, I don't mean factoids. I don't mean that you have to know all the presidents of the US in order or all the Roman emperors in order. I don't mean factoids that an artificial intelligence put together, like ChatGPT, some of which may be true and some of which may be false. I mean understanding context, the context of the stories I just told you. But I don't mean that history is all serious, or it's all just utilitarian, or it all has to have something to do with your personal life. And I don't mean it's presentist. Sometimes it's just fun. Let me give you two quick examples. The month of January. The month of January is named after Janus, a Roman god, and he was the god of new beginnings. He was the god of transitions. He's a perfect god for a commencement ceremony, new beginnings and transitions. And if you look at the images of Janus, the Roman god of beginnings and transitions, he has two faces. One looks forward and one looks back. And that's what a transition has to do for us. The second one, it's even more fun, I think. Many of us know that Johannes Gutenberg invented the European printing press. I say European because the Chinese and Koreans probably have invented the printing press long before. But he was the inventor of the European printing press. Now, we think of the printing press as being on paper, don't we? But we know from historical records that Gutenberg printed at least 20 and maybe as many as 60 Bibles on vellum, on animal skin. Not on paper, on skin. If there's 20, that starts to think about how many animals would have to die in order to have enough hides to print. So I did a little calculation, and the least number I could come up with was that about 4,000 cattle would have to die and have their skins used to make 20 Bibles. Of course, that leads you to think about how were cattle raised in the 1540s when Gutenberg was doing this, and if there were that many cattle around that were being slaughtered, how are they being fed, and how are they being raised? And guess what? That took me right back to thinking about hay and hay baling. So as we live our lives forward, it is important to look back for context of our lives. Without history, we cannot understand persisting inequality, social hierarchy, race relations, public health outcomes and practices, immigration, climate change, and so many more. We need to know and acknowledge that all these things happened among us. And if we sometimes need to stop in our journey in life, and we have to zig or zag, or we have to turn a corner, we can return to the windrow that's life with our bales piling up successfully behind us. Thank you very much.
Trudy, thank you for those inspirational words. It's an honor to have you with us today and to present you with an honorary degree from Iowa State University. We will now hear from our student brass ensemble under the direction of Dr. Michael Galimo.
President Winterstein will begin the recognition of graduates, followed by the presentation of degrees.
I call upon Associate Provost Dr. Anne-Marie van der Zanden to recognize those students graduating with distinction, those students graduating from the University Honors Program, and all those with military service.
At this time, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating with distinction. At Iowa State, grade point averages are based on a scale of 4.0. In addition to the notation in the commencement program, this recognition also appears on the official transcript and the university diploma. Those students graduating summa cum laude with highest distinction have earned a grade point average of 3.90 or higher, and they are wearing cardinal and gold honor cords. Will those students with highest distinction please rise? You may be seated. Those students graduating magna cum laude with great distinction have earned a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.89, and they are wearing gold honor cords. Will those students with great distinction please rise? You may be seated. Those students graduating cum laude with distinction have earned a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.69, and they are wearing cardinal honor cords. Will those students with distinction please rise? I offer you sincere congratulations on behalf of the faculty of the university. Next, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating from the University Honors Program. Students receiving this recognition have maintained a grade point average of at least 3.50, have shown initiative in developing their own individualized programs of study, and ingenuity in designing and completing an independent honors research project. They are wearing a medallion. Will those students graduating from the University Honors Program please rise? You may be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize all those in attendance today, graduates and audience members alike, who have served, who are serving, or who will be serving our country in the military following graduation. We are deeply grateful for your commitment and service. Will those individuals please rise as you are able, so we may recognize you. Please be seated.
Dr. van der Zanden, I now call upon you to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees.
We shall now proceed with the conferring of the undergraduate degrees and awarding of diplomas. Will all candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise? President Winterstein, these candidates have successfully completed their prescribed curricula in their respective colleges. They have been recommended by the college faculty and the Faculty Senate, and they are approved by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, for the bachelor's degree.
In recognition of the satisfactory completion of your studies in your respective colleges and by the authority delegated to me by the Board of Regents, State of Iowa, I confer upon you a bachelor's degree. As is tradition, I now ask all bachelor's degree recipients to move their tassel from the right side to the left side of their caps. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated.
The candidates from each college will walk to the side stairs, up the platform, and across the stage to be recognized. We will begin with the College of Human Sciences. Dean Laura Dunn-Jolly will present the college's student marshal to President Winterstein.
President Winterstein, Associate Provost Vanderzanden, the first student to receive a diploma from the College of Human Sciences is our student marshal, Audrey McMillan. She is escorted today by Dr. Linda Neem, interim chair of the Apparel, Events, and Hospitality Management Department. Audrey is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Apparel, Merchandising, and Design with an emphasis in merchandising and retail analytics. Also, a Bachelor of Arts in Spanish and a minor in general business. Throughout her time at Iowa State, Audrey maintained a GPA that was in the top 2% of students across the colleges of human sciences and liberal arts and sciences. Audrey served in numerous leadership roles at Iowa State, including overseeing 12 committees comprised of more than 140 students as part of the Fashion Show 2023. Yeah, great. After graduation, Audrey will begin her career as an assistant merchant for Abercrombie & Fitch in Columbus, Ohio, where she will, no doubt, become an outstanding professional in the field. Graduates in the College of Human Sciences combine strong academic rigor and hands-on experience with a passion for people. I know each of you will improve the lives of those around you in your chosen profession. Congratulations to our 2023 graduates.
Sydney E. Chambers.
Irma Guzman Hernandez.
Mara Rochelle Ortner.
Eric Jaime.
Jessica Marie Thomas.
Grant Weston Sullivan.
Avery Joe Kaminsky.
Connor James Matson.
L. Alexandra Weber.
Ellie Elizabeth Crome.
Jacob Craig Robillard.
Vivian Aquino Arroyo.
Eric Ocean.
Clarissa Williams.
Travis James Lucky.
Dominica Lutez Watts.
Tyler John Lucky.
Sydney Rose Pacala.
Anna Grace Eichelberger.
Lauren Elizabeth Lutz.
Ellen Elizabeth Wallstrom.
Sydney Grace Kaut.
Caitlin Marie Chelowinski.
Madeline Abigail Clare.
Ella Grace Voloshin.
Madeline Carver.
Mariana Gonzalez.
Yulia Deach.
Marisol Meza.
Lindsay Joyce Woolley.
Tiffany Schott.
Morgan Jean Akers.
Brooke Alexa Buchanan.
Andrea Marie Roberts.
Sawyer Lynn Minders.
Mark Binder.
Ariana Ang.
Peyton Elizabeth Maddie.
Kendall Sue Hansen.
Elea Lorraine Heim.
Samantha R. Goldminus.
Riley Kristen Clark.
Julia Isabel Marino.
Clara Aurora Botello.
Mackenzie Ray Kane.
Caden Charles Ray.
Caitlin Nicole McLean.
Lauren Catherine Gryman.
Reagan Summer Irwin.
Lillian Kathleen Stabe.
Madison May Baumgartner.
Avery Joseph Bonacci.
Meg Kathleen Christensen.
Grant William Clark.
Jacqueline J. Underhill.
Maggie McGrain.
Michaela Brooke Genk.
Julia Marie Franco.
Madison Ali and Hernandez.
Margarita Aguineta Naranjo.
Nina Elizabeth Guerra.
Skylar Ann Johnson.
Chloe May Schultz.
Jenna Christine Fisher.
Catherine Margaret Heiberger.
Annabelle Marie Reimers.
Mally R. Jordan.
Haven Grace Lackey.
Autumn LaCroix.
Emily Alana Riley.
Keisha Johnson.
Rebecca Eileen Jackson.
Sally Lorianne Shrunk.
Jackson George Schneider.
Ardalia Tracy.
Dylan Michael Travis.
Carrington Diest.
Morgan Elise Meyer.
Liliana Yamelet Alfaro.
Hannah C. Riggs.
Victoria Dapo Tu.
Answer Gay.
Nicholas Scott Wilson.
Kyla Michelle Johnston.
Nicole Neighborhouse.
Sophia Michelle Adams.
Noah Robert Johnson.
Lindsay Aaron Dowling.
Colton Ray Pohemus.
Taylor Claire Jansen.
Gabe Maxwell Schinder.
Jacob Thomas Kliegel.
Gavin Joseph Miller.
Emily Ann Usack.
Kayla Jocelyn Barroso Fonseca.
Henry Jeffrey Lampy.
Ashton Elizabeth Rydell.
Christina Michelle Lawson.
Tamara Joan Liethel Collins.
Erin Danielle Richter.
Lal Talan Tangi.
Tabitha Maringi Kahari.
Adelaide Grace Bickneys.
Estela Perez Perito.
Michael Brian Gilbert.
Erica Lauren Blankenship.
Delaney Ann Naselroad.
Sage W. Walrath.
Madison Marie Thayer.
Hannah Jo Alf.
Ashley M. Miller.
Carissa Ann Petermeyer.
Jarrett Lee Schreck.
Jack Talton Fuchs.
Alexis Grace Pine.
Zach C. Sherman.
Tia Christine Mullenberg.
Sean Frederick Deitmer.
Claudia K. Najera.
Jaden William Lane.
Lauren Olivia Scow.
Noah Joseph McCarriger.
Madeline Elizabeth Perlini.
Grace Lucille Coots.
Stephanie Martinez.
Mallory Leanne Wookie.
Alyssa J. LaRock.
Josie Christine Weirson.
Jenna M. Kopatich.
Jessica Canny.
Kara Nicole Saran.
Bethany Rose Skaliski.
Bailey Nicole Von Wy.
Hannah Starr Erickson.
Elena Joy Murphy.
Jasmine T. Bruton.
Caitlin Elizabeth Mullen.
Joshua Cassidy.
Jessica Lynn Hawk.
Bryce Edward Simpson.
Carly Marie Foltz.
Marco Constantino Malone.
Samantha K. Ladd.
Julia Lee Feldman.
Madeline Elise Quinlan.
Ivan Cabero.
Emily Barbara Moen.
Emily J. Wiedrecht.
Morgan May Howley.
Lauren Alexandra Hirschauer.
Juliana S. Blanchard.
Jade X. Vila Wright.
Cameron Marie Decker.
Jason Thong Truong.
Elizabeth Leah Hildreth.
Taman Roberts Clintonfoos.
Mariana Alexia Lovo.
Chase Carter Huff.
Carlene Ray Uttermark.
Kaylee Jean Hopkins.
Grace Potenza.
Sarah Virginia Ahern.
Victoria Paige Schaefer.
Bailey Elizabeth Mason.
Hannah Lee Ross.
Cade Stephen Fuller.
Abigail Lee Tonder.
Lex James Nelson.
Ellie Ann Peller.
Cade Michael Paul.
Ryan Andrea Clement.
Sarah R. Lazowski.
Alyssa Maria Martin.
Alyssa Jeanette Shropshire.
Ashley Nicole Steenhook.
Alyssa Marie Vicari.
Samantha Ann Sievers.
Nicole Bauer.
Taylor Paige Hansen.
Jeanette Martina Dua.
Madison Ann Schwering.
Carmen Ray Wesselman.
Hannah Elizabeth Turek.
Alexis Christofferson.
Abigail Ann Adams.
Emily Marie Nuno.
Sarah Nicole Bellis.
Haley Kowalski.
Anna Marie Moe.
Bailey Ann McCormick.
Megan Marie Lampright.
Lauren Holly Henniger.
Maggie Marie Myers.
Kennedy Lauren Lehman.
Grace Mutheo Muntungi.
Emma Delaney Volk.
Ashley Ann Birkin Kabash.
Madison Jane Dunn.
Zoe Elizabeth Allert.
Courtney Allison Smith Hernandez.
Sarah Ann Rasmussen.
Megan Elizabeth Sapita.
Mayim Yael Finkelstein.
Amanda Morgan Rossick.
Michael John Ford Bryant.
Sophia Florence Merton.
Kaylin M. Luong.
Molly Grace Hunches.
Olivia Nicole Otterer.
Hey Do Soy.
Kaylee Ann Kennekine.
Kayla May Wynn.
Nikki Marie Johnson.
Tiku Mois Tukumo.
Sarah Arbuckle.
Grace Evelyn Narber.
Emily Ann Wingert.
Madison Nicole Condon.
Yasmin Musharafa.
Maya Alex Bloom.
Natalie Elizabeth Jeffson.
Elise Kate Halverson.
Rachel Janine Beerley.
Jasmine Lee Miller.
Gwyneth Elaine Woolner.
Day Day Say.
Olivia Christine Holland.
Rachel Miriam Noggle.
Greta Jane Gutlaxon.
Olivia Ray Sash.
Jack McDermott Dawes.
Nasa Lynn Halverson.
Nicholas Michael Saya.
Haley Elise McLaren.
Griffin Daniel Kelly.
Haley Marie Rollins.
Matthew Willem Morris.
Carol Lee Ulrich.
Macy Lee Gay.
Isabella Grace Johnson.
Taylor L. Hufford.
Grace S. Taylor.
Erin Grace McDonald.
Travis Donald Huckabee.
Max H. Marshall.
Tiffany Leanne Hanson.
Ella Sue Hayden.
Mackenzie K. Matz.
Morgan N. Miller.
Taylor Suzanne Didle.
Elizabeth Grace Abbott.
Julia Helen Paul.
Margaret E. Clark.
Cassidy Lynn Riley.
Josie K. Hovey.
Tyler Joseph Protzman.
Julia C. Ty.
Ellie Michaela Blosser.
Paige Ashton Worthman.
Allison E. Childers.
Marissa Ann Moore.
Molly Rose Manning.
Sophia Josephine Fett.
Daisy Gonzalez.
Taryn Allen Dean Anderson.
Stephanie Jaimes.
Kennedy Grace Berlin.
Asha Abdeweli.
Nicole Alexandra West.
Rachel Daly.
Sarah Chesty Rosenthal.
Carly Bong.
Cole Nathaniel Minnick.
Logan James Cuthrell.
William Shaw.
Grace Ann Whelan.
Christian James Perry.
Shiloh Olhauser.
Charlie Richard Lake.
Caroline Louise Wallace.
Lindsay Wirtz.
Phoebe Anna Lawrence.
Mackenzie K. Thompson.
Dorothy Aaron Vernon.
Olivia Jade Perovich.
Naeli Esther Acosta Avidas.
Caitlin Sue Sogard.
Hayden Lightall.
Ben Van Loo.
Tanner William Phillips Cruz.
Michael A. Tingley.
Chloe Marie Boyd.
Gunnar Robert Hawthorne.
Haley Mae Walker.
Nicholas Allen Leaders.
Morgan Page Dirks.
Isaac R. Coburn.
Matthew Thomas Gerlach.
Michaela Kaufman.
Levi J. Leach.
Aida Nohemi Almanza.
Logan Joseph Lentz.
Nicholas Thomas Dicklin.
Garrett Andrew Keurig.
Savannah Jean Halva.
Jack Harold Stevenson.
Jason G. Mata Vargas.
Taylor Ann Manusis.
Henry Michael Tipton.
Haley Page Sharp.
Nicholas S. Manella.
Callista Jean White.
Caitlin Elizabeth Gursky.
Yara Salty.
Sophia Daria Wold.
Sura Smadi.
Madeline May Split.
Hannah Kamhaya.
Aaron Hood Lowe.
Jonathan Robert Lohan.
Natalie Marie Shaw.
Austin David Richardson.
Catherine Eleanor Northrop.
Beatrice Ines Gomez Rado.
Natalie J. Rock.
Morgan Lynn Kane.
Cleo Green.
Keely Kathleen Turney.
Madeline Kate Shado.
Grace Elaine Jones.
Catherine Sue Jakovich.
Caleb James Van Horn.
Erin Alda Leifsdottir.
Eden Antonio Alvera.
Emily Victoria Smith.
Elliot Ross Hegabach.
Catherine Brooke Lent.
Michaela Beverly Reese.
Megan Rose Inman.
Malin Rose Thome.
Maria Ann Rasmussen.
Jessica L. High.
Emma Juliana Rausch.
Kyle D. Krizik.
Rachel Ann Math.
Mary Catherine Signai.
Sabrina Conchin.
Autumn Denise Colton.
Brooklyn May Berg.
Ethan Isaac Stuber.
Kennedy Linnea Sorensen.
Alexis Rose Georgia.
Maximilian L. Carver.
Janessa Joe Sherritt.
Haley Catherine Cahoney.
Jessica Elise Pagor.
Gabrielle Lee Haynes.
Madison Claire Radisky.
Danielle Marie Pudens.
Leah Ann Blake.
Grace Catherine Clinton Millsap.
Olivia Delaney McKeever.
Chloe Shepard.
Phoebe Diana Kummeler,
Elizabeth Lara,
Sydney Love Tronier,
Angel S. Tankum,
Kaylee Evelyn Brown,
Brooke Lee Mulholland,
Megan Broomfield,
Anna Oreskanen,
Josie Magner,
Kayla Hiroko Lowe,
Julia Diane Evans,
Michelle John,
Amanda Rose Schulman,
Emma Catherine Peterson,
Elizabeth Marie Benoit,
Taryn Ella Mae Johnson,
Sydney Jordan Kilfoyle,
Rachel Nicole Romo,
Tyler Andrew Holm,
Gloria Aguilar,
Megan Danielle Doherty,
Lydia Faith Solander Kennedy,
Blair Elizabeth Bell,
Eleanor G. Hauser,
Jennifer Terry,
Abigail Callista Ashbacher,
Mia Grace Niederheiser,
Garrett Donald Hanson,
Grace Doolittle,
Bria Alicia Felix,
Lauren Retka,
Megan Jewel Monroe,
McKenna E. Yordi,
Hallie K. Wilms,
Marley May Hill,
Bailey Lynn Dennis,
Megan Elizabeth Burke,
Fatima Perez Negrete,
Callista Sue Lamb,
Rachel Nadine Wilkerson,
Christina Alexis Sinsambath,
McKenna Elizabeth Weaver,
Olivia Kelsey Grace D,
Clara Julianne Sams,
Hannah K. Harold,
Jenna Christine Dace,
Devani Alexa K. Gordman,
Lydia Erin Francis Lawrence,
Edwin Ernesto Rojas,
Sakpere Saterne Tin,
Jessica Ramirez Solis,
Zoe Elizabeth Osteen,
Sushma Paudel,
Raya Habab,
Emily Ray Lighting,
Rhea Catherine Sands,
Mallory Nicole Logsdon,
Molly Renee Stiles,
Courtney Elizabeth Broom,
Emily Ann Matravers,
Bailey Jean Gustafson,
Margaret Hamilton Graves,
Alyssa Ann Lucille Smith,
Kaylee Grace Smits,
Marty Duve Schmidt,
Rachel Ann Kelly,
Olivia Nicole McHugh,
Jocelyn Shauna Freda,
Jaden April Keller Fox,
Jarrett Ryan Van White,
Adrian Renee Martin,
Taylor Jolynn Lucas,
Carlos I. Kiano,
Kylie Colleen Nelson,
Aza E. Davis Piku,
Lydia Ann Marie Blatt,
Madison Kate Hansen,
Kelsey Nicole Bartles,
Sarah E. Staggy,
Brooke Marie Erickson, Next, graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Dean Beata Schmidtman will present the college's student marshal to President Winterstein.
President Winterstein and Associate Provost van der Zanden. The first student to receive a diploma from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is our student marshal, Nethmy Hewitt, who is escorted today by Dr. Kirill Kovnia, professor in the Department of Chemistry. Nethmy is graduating summa cum laude with a major in chemistry and a minor in mathematics. During her time at Iowa State, Nethmy was a member of Phi Beta Kappa and the Cardinal Key Honor Society. She held multiple leadership roles, including serving as the advertising and social media coordinator for Iowa State University's chapter of UNICEF and as an undergraduate research ambassador. Nathmi is a recipient of the prestigious 2022 Goldwater Scholarship, was also awarded the Dean's High Impact Award for undergraduate research in spring of 2021. Nathmi plans to pursue a PhD in materials inorganic chemistry at Columbia University beginning this fall. Please join me in congratulating Nathmi and all of our graduates from the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Valerie Renee Flores.
Shakota H. Rose.
Elise Cameron Schmidt.
Sarah Jane Ellis.
Micah Jewel Meeder.
Sarah Beth Ferentz.
Lexi Lee.
Carmen Elizabeth Favra.
Sarah Jean Heinrichs.
Paige Ray Thulstrup.
Haley Ann Hawksbergen.
Daniel James Shimke.
Amber Lynn Young.
Cassia Elizabeth Reese Eggert.
Jesse B. Nicholson.
Brady Michael Stats.
Tyler Jean Barber.
Elliot Spatey.
Emma Alyssa DeShazier.
Brendan Carl Lyons.
Roshan R. Cherian.
Griffin Leo Setri.
Ukosh Deshpane.
Jacob Andrew Swanson.
Aditi Kulkarni.
Allie Joe Lawson.
Arunda H. Katarandra.
Mackenzie Ray Gregg.
Charles Bernard Lawless.
Emily Catherine Wozniska.
Carter Joseph Hoskins.
Christopher Levi Hauser.
Caitlin Renee Bellingter.
Cameron Bartow.
Shiv G. Patel.
Peyton Avery Hamill.
Rachel Elizabeth Orvala.
Ian Christopher Brown.
Samana Biswa.
Wesley Clark Mugdella Smith.
Gerlene Carr.
Vikrant Sant.
Shannon Victoria Osajan.
Grant William Zimmerman.
Catherine L. Prybish.
Ethan Joseph Opitz.
Ashley Louise Vorty.
Taz Polly.
Shao Shao Train.
Alexandria K. Molis.
Yan Wang.
Madison M. Van Otterloo.
Will Anthony Sonderman.
Sarah Marie Trowbridge.
Emmett Andrew Lodell.
Bennett Graw O'Hare.
Emma R. Brady.
Alexander Clayton England.
Sydney Mia Larson.
Thomas Thon Wynn.
Natalie Grace Congable.
Matthew Michael Pink.
Carly Jane Bandy.
Arjun Ramakarandan.
Brandon Alejandro Chavez Ramos.
Yolea Josephine Williams.
Jordan Tyler Harmon.
Kelly Denise Moeller.
Carter John Messick.
Cole R. Wilchin.
Lindsay Janae Kitt.
Anshuman Garg.
Claire Elise Greiner.
Hagen Toll.
Hilda Hashemi.
Rowan Chester Smith.
Carter S. Mosley.
Zachary P. Pike.
Taylor Jean Turner.
Brandon Michael Shad.
Ashley Kuski.
Maya Ann Manker.
Brady L. Hansen.
Ellie Jean Hott.
Miranda Jo Schwinn.
Jaden Rose Brockway.
William A. Ament.
Tessa Grace McDonald.
Samantha Lynn Ruland.
Carly Louise Fritz.
Megan E. Severson.
Hannah Sue Tim.
Grace Elizabeth Kuntz.
William Day McClellan.
Micah John Borshon.
Jacob William Morin.
Bryce William Clark.
William Alexander Rance.
Carter J. Diorio.
Gabriella Guinea Guthrie.
Lauren Jacqueline Chan.
Benjamin David Meyer.
Ethan Thomas Johnson.
Will Christian Helmer.
Macy Elaine Fries.
Juliandra Perez Hernandez.
Faith Jane Hall.
Lauren Elizabeth Schitterman.
Serena K. Murphy.
Zachary James Brown.
Ethan James Wells.
Benjamin W. Teskey.
Amber McKenna Wade.
Jack Richard Foster.
Isabella Faith Comstock.
Alexander Akira Mahan.
Cordell B. Smith.
Nicole Leanne Young.
Edne S. Gonzalez Olmeda.
Claire P. Beaudry.
Emily Gashorn.
Bridget Rose Carlson.
Jacob Ronald De La Rosa.
Abigail Grace Kaiser.
Marin Gia Gibson.
Tyler Glenn Jensen.
Annika Sally Taylor.
Ella Catherine Schulte.
Amanda Lee Burley.
Truman Reed Cruz.
Maya Catherine Sierra.
Ashlyn Joe Simpson.
Jody Ruth Gray.
Caden J. Yonick.
Haley Hope Anderson.
Chastity Noel Foster.
Reagan Sierra Jensen.
Meredith Lynn Tucker.
Abigail Kathleen Myborg.
Zoe Bell McAvoy.
Samuel McCune.
Dana Christine Thacker.
Bryson Matthew Gerlach.
Nicole Madison Slinger.
Seth Owen Moore.
Charles A. Corrales.
Madison Marie Hall.
Tracy Ann Martinson.
Cassidy Elizabeth Whitehead.
Brett Michael Goodman.
Mackenzie R. Weber.
William Budson.
Travis Michael Berhanke.
Reese Scott Gardner.
Sarah J. Swift.
Mackenzie R. Thrasher.
Julia C. Sarcletti.
Molly Hope Carrick.
Donna Antoinette Anderson.
Logan Pauline Ticosi.
Our commencement vocalist, Cole Patrick Stevenson.
Nicholas James Barr.
Kyle Max Grossnickel.
Caleb Michael Roberson.
Abigail Rose Frymouth.
Anthony Michael Smith.
Grant Thomas Balicki.
Sophie Marie Lowe.
Jordan Ann Van Gerpen.
Emily J. Willadson.
Brandon Ray McLean.
Caitlin Rose Seeley.
Molly Harris.
Elise Margaret Polson.
Megan Michelle Peasley.
Levi Donald Reed Frazier.
Tyler John Christians.
Caitlin Jane Hanson.
Mitchell J. Jungi.
Madeline Ann Booten.
Brandon Cullen Gunderson.
Sonia Rose Wilson.
Cameron Allen Leisinger.
Joshua Benitez.
Hannah M. Brubaker.
Sandoval Duarte.
Lisbeth Karen Morris.
Sarah Kane Langenfeld.
Chase David Lavelle.
Edward John Mihawk.
Meredith Ann Mays.
Mary Catherine Dratz.
Andrew James Brick.
Ellie Marie Danley.
Jacob Kane Ludwig.
Kendall Elise Runnels.
Lauren P. Giddings.
Noah James Schnurr.
Spencer R. Giddings.
Tyler Richard Schmidt.
Cassidy Joe Heck.
Jordan Biosick.
Janessa Nicole Romaine.
Shay Ann Sargent.
Dylan Charles Wolf.
Lindsay Lee Wilson.
Aspen Sky Goad.
Sheila Wen.
Rachel Taylor Caldwell.
Vanessa Sivitz.
Sophia Ray Kreinberg.
Caitlin R. Sigma.
Spencer Kyle Truman.
Allison R. Abel.
Samuel Francis Hegland.
Jamie M. Heffley.
Claire K. Daly.
Kobe Joe Haas.
Kristen Amber Woody.
Maxwell Carr Westlake.
Maxwell Scott Johnson.
Lexi Michelle Magner.
Angelo Victor Belize.
Gracie Kate Vitsum.
Matthew James Listwan.
Tyler Shaw Carroll.
Kierlin E. Kazmiri.
Andrew James Stone.
Finnegan Peter McNally.
Christina Ann Tobin.
Catherine Ann Burns.
Vonzel Eugene Kelly.
Joseph Norman Kay.
Coy Michael Teskey.
Morgan Elizabeth Wolf.
Brian John Pearson.
Ariana Jamie Frazee.
Jacob Gregory Cannon.
Lily Rosetta Arney.
Brandon Keenan Rouse.
Jackson Paul Newhouse.
Hannah Christine Otto.
Isabel Rose Anderson.
Malachi Yang Thonva.
Caitlin Christine Mylor.
Danielle Renee Paulson.
Caitlin Rose Allen.
Charlotte Joy Thinnis.
Michael Joseph Feldman.
Sydney Elizabeth Messerly.
Sydney Elizabeth Ballou.
Charles Noah Edmondson.
Megan Lee Blomgren.
Layla Mahich.
Cassandra K. McGurr.
Leah Grace Metzger.
Carolyn Sophia Marcella Hofstensberger.
Jocelyn Sperry.
Caitley M. Sudtell.
Marissa J. Lyons.
Hannah Mae Hawthorne.
Alyssa Annette Rader.
Kelly Marie Snowert.
Grace A. Mahler.
Matthew Vincent Benke.
Nicholas D. Soltz.
Paulina Semenova.
Garrett Dale Westenskow.
Ryan Thomas Haft.
Lauren Marie Toomey.
Katerina Mihailova.
Claire Maria Mukler.
Benjamin Lee Swickerath.
Kaylee Rose James.
Denitha Yasas Caldera.
Isabella Kathleen Goosey.
Isabel Ann Vance.
Evan McClure.
Chang Ern Yap.
Ryan Thomas White.
Emma Claire Stout.
Colin Michael Russell.
McKenna Gray Brunson.
Alexis Jean Steinhoff.
Houston Lee Williams.
Caitlin Jean Rose Marty.
Samra Serich.
Lucas John Udelhoffen.
Brianna Stephanie Balke.
Alex Michael Smith.
Lauren D. Ratliff.
Grant Miller Schnovelin.
Alexander Boo Wynn.
Sean McDermott.
Carter James Brimmeyer.
Michelle Aaron Morford.
Anna Grace Olson.
Alexandra B. Rademacher.
Sarah Lynn Sheets.
Emily Claire Grease.
Greta Lee Aspergren.
Matthew Paul Schaefer.
Anali Maribel Hernandez.
David Norman Bone.
Alexis K. Beckvar.
Elizabeth Jane Wangler.
Christopher Chase Bockenstead.
Ethan Smith.
Morgan Nicole Lavalette.
Nishimi Trefosa.
Brittany Marie Hughes.
Nahaida Perez Perito.
Trevor Jordan Robideau.
Isabel E. Kinsey.
Jonah Christopher Dosadil.
Mai Gak Huntan.
Delenn Quinn Palmer.
Ian T. Crumley.
Ada Leona Ellingworth.
Reagan Ruth Linder.
Chloe Elizabeth Macy.
Zachary Ryan Poston.
Lexi Ray Murley.
Jordan Alexander Swanson.
Haley Ann Franzen.
Mitchell S. McCaffrey.
Jacob M. Severn.
Ryan James Patterson.
Charles Ladislav Picard.
Adriana Noah Barnes.
Dylan Har.
Madison Postma.
Magdalene Michelle Zerner.
Reese Marion Jeans.
Mark Roy DeBrine.
Jillian G. Heber.
Marissa D. Osterloh.
Allison K. Holloway.
Jesse Castillo.
Jaden Nicole Kern.
Angela Lizette Hernandez.
Michaela Rose Klein.
Arwa Hassan.
Calissa Elizabeth Weirs.
Abby Faye Elaine Harper.
Meredith Thomas Gill.
Timothy Eugene Robertson.
Jessica Ann Nensel.
Alyssa Claire Donnelly.
Christine J. Hovda.
Gavin R. Juby.
Madison J. Friedman.
Heather Renee Wolf.
Hannah Grace Belk.
Sierra Claire.
Paige Elise Blaskovich.
Harriet Michelle George.
Olivia Ann Finn.
Cameron Faith Ramirez.
Mara Pospisil.
Olivia Daisy Snell.
Belinda Magali Garcia.
Lauren E. Schiefer.
Catherine Lisa Krzyzewski.
Jacob Nolan Patterson.
Osvaldo Padilla Sanchez.
Martha Denise Cheatham.
Evan Reed Bracewell.
J. Catherine Fairley.
Isaac William Schnuman.
Gary Sheldon Martin.
Durga Vahini Suratharan.
Maximilian Bernard Lasowski.
Shauna Patricia Kiyomali.
Ian Connell Hunter.
Brock Michael Elbert.
Zoe Alexis Gomez.
Emma Catherine Miller.
Carly Danielle Garlish.
Jacob Scott Beatty.
Truman Sawyer Boyd Harris.
Jordan Olivia McWilliams.
Brock Livingston Bierman.
Isabel Ann Wheeler.
Anthony John Hansen.
Brianna Nicole Wirtz.
Nicole Hasek.
Rory Ann Long.
Vivian Renee Flores. This degree is posthumously awarded and accepted by her sister, Valerie Renee Flores.
Colby Wiggum.
Taylor Ann Mathis.
Mackenzie J. Moffler.
Riley Danette Kearns.
Cooper Pierce.
Kaylee M. Halfhill.
Lauren Groves Burke.
Joshua Carl Ledesma.
Caleb Daniel Rhodes.
Colton William Keesaw.
Carter J. Aishi.
Celeste D. McQuiston.
Jacob Ravega.
Mateo Joel Rango.
Jacqueline Cruz.
Macy Faith Lembeck.
Nehemiah Tu.
Nicholas William Tansey.
Alexa Diane Glenn.
Victoria Sue Samenes Filippi.
Lillian Dirks Gust.
Madison May Fear.
Catherine Helen Keeley.
Olivia Jean Cummings.
Molly Sue Blanco.
Makendri Zeezer.
Anthony Allen Nelson.
Lindsay Marie Gowitzer.
Christopher Ernesto Feliciano.
Vanessa Elizabeth Jean Kapler.
Natalia Valeria Rios Martinez.
Kaylee Monet Fear.
Chance A. Cornelison.
Bryce Kenneth Garman.
Emma Nicole Parks.
Jamie Elizabeth Haas.
Abigail Grace Meehan.
Paige Madison Vick.
Justin A. Graw.
Claire Louise Boland.
Devin Joe Bulls.
Jordan Joe Hannah Saigan.
Cassandra Lehman.
Margaret E. Bollinger.
Kieran David McCormick.
Ariel Marie Nayev.
Jacob Vincent Llewellyn.
Lauren Ann Reichus.
Bain Daniel Birch.
Melissa Sue Ward.
Colin Matthew Butterfield.
Taylor Dawn Porter.
Ellen Christine Murphy.
Michael Seema.
Tara Quinn Lanning.
Madeline Lou Butzine.
Shreya S. Verrier.
Elise Marie Cam.
Alana Michelle Wollison.
Denny Ann Batterson.
Judd Thomas Williams.
Kelsey J. Roberts.
Mackenzie Ann M. Roop.
Brenda Marie Calvetti.
Andrea Guevara Ratigi.
Madison Elizabeth King.
Ella Marie Hawkins.
Hallie Justine Miller.
Casey Peyton Condon.
Amanda Rochelle Bonzikowski.
Elizabeth Diane Gretz.
Catherine Nicole Whitrock.
Olivia G. Holstein.
Nicholas Paul Sirk.
Luke Vendel Nichols.
Callie Ann Fay.
Hope Haley Peterson.
Bibiana Elana Carandillo.
Kylie Grace Gale.
Marika Ann Nielsen.
Dakota Rold.
Bailey Caroline Duncan.
Samuel Calvin Cooley.
Sophia Racha.
Abby Lynn DeJude.
John Mindrup.
Madison Marie Shanahan.
Patrick David Sharp.
Eduardo Ramirez.
Benjamin Neil Sloan.
Evan Olson Hilton.
Emma Riley DeBold.
Paige M. Anderson.
Gracie Ann Johnson.
Jessica Marie Olander.
Nicholas A. Bruckert.
William Robert Short.
Benjamin James Doon.
Grace Dominique Crane.
Alexander William Nonson.
Megan Workman.
Caleb Jordan Boatman.
Lauren Grace Rush.
Mike Anthony Echeverria.
Amanda Deerdorf Cobb.
Sullivan Fitzgerald.
Jordan Isabel Pemper.
Ridwan Mustaf Abdi.
Kiernan James O'Dare.
Marissa Jones Smith.
Asher Warren Hoyce.
Caitlin Joy Willie.
Ara Garcia.
Ethan Namsuk Blandon.
Olivia Jade Bergeson.
Jordan Michael Stiles.
Bailey Lynn Drent.
Cassidy A. Abfalter Dial.
Julia Ann Heichel.
Tucker Ozzie Lee Jones.
Lauren Rebecca Osterberg.
Vincent Jeffrey Bilotti.
Megan Lynn Weldon.
Stephen Andrew Dobzhinsky.
Caitlin Lee P. Gonzalez.
Lucas John Powley.
Jackson Park Marshall.
Maxwell Kent Harfst.
Reese Allen Stahlbaum.
Alexandra Rose Harvey.
Kaylan George Dowd.
Charles Corcoran.
Lance Nicholas Courts.
Alec John Finger.
Jacob Plaker.
Peyton A. Giffney.
Jacob D. H. Hiernan.
Nicole Marie Sherwin.
Henry Asa Simmons.
Nigel Zabrian Dyson.
Thasaporn Naklo.
Frank Thomas Tronsek.
Kai Kazuka.
Callie Jordan McSpirin.
Eric John Toole.
Macy Analia Adams.
Zhao Yang.
Obed Michio Miyaza.
Taylor N. Morris.
Olivia Ruth Popovich.
Pedro Antonio Pliego.
Gabrielle Regine Robinson.
Caitlin C. Richardson.
Andrew Wayne Twombly.
Karina Teresa Parida.
Zhang Shui.
Nathaniel Mark Simon.
Jasmine Mendoza.
Lathan W. Brandt.
Quincy Grace Bauman.
Emily Elizabeth Anderson.
John Tatsuki Oki.
Abigail L. Stucker.
Gavin Matthias Wedelick.
Riley Ann Molocheski.
Chu Ming Wang.
Cody Marie Nieper-Burris.
Dongbo Shi.
Ethan Kenneth Goes.
Anji Shu.
Skylar Kennedy.
Quintin Diem Song.
Nathan Andrew Griffin.
Cody James Mundy.
Alexander Edward Stenger.
Seth R. Subra.
Leah Aline Milliken.
Colin Lee Edgington.
Dune Nelson.
James Thomas Bolus.
Stephanie Marie Warnstadt.
James Michael Lyman.
Chelsea Marie Moore.
Mitchell Rolig.
Ryan Michael Williams.
Laura Marie Penalty.
Grant Evan Warren.
Emily Hardin.
Janile Eunice Vasquez Orocho.
Nicole Cheyenne Reiser.
Gianni Rose Boro.
Alexander J. Baumgarten.
Jim Yonglong Wong.
Seth David Morphew.
Yangfan Sai.
Claudia E. Ballister Collin.
Hannah Riley.
Mary Kate McCoy Walling.
Jacqueline Zoe Murphy.
Samuel T. Brown.
Emily Marie Winterland.
Bryce A. Corning.
Winter Grace Craig.
Daniel Alexander Muir.
Jamal Latrell Johnson.
Nicholas Stephen Romine.
Oliver Reese Carroll.
Nicholas James Bruno.
Isaac Donald Wolfison.
Zohara Grace Asadipur.
Dylan M. Gabalewski.
Annabella Grace Roberts.
Hannah Elise Van Sickle.
Macy and Elise Hofer.
Lydia Danae Samuelson.
Claire Marie Sattler.
Mackenzie R. Van Mon.
Meredith Catherine Aish.
Morgan Victoria Helmuth.
Madison Marie Gibbons.
Emily Christine Fiestad.
Alexander Domovich.
Kenneth Houston.
Alexander David Rinks.
Karina Berlin Gale.
Avery Caroline Staker.
Fabian E. Rossetti.
Mariana Denise Gonzalez.
Elise J. Thrapp.
Peter David Bergman.
Brianne Lynn Baker.
Jordan Marie Maxton.
Jacob T. Cruz.
Madison R.A. Mason.
Jacob Daniel Brunton.
Logan Keith Metzger.
Nora Rebecca Sullivan.
Paula Ann Becaris.
Etta Lyle Schneider.
Austin Joseph Shearing.
Sebastian Gonzalez Correa.
Zachariah Mohammed Iza.
Sydney Lil Katz.
William Douglas.
Mark Anthony Ortiz.
Morgan Rihanna Tiemann.
Spencer A. Hendricks.
Erin Kate Zillman.
Brooke Amber Leopold.
Brianne Marie Fischels.
David Michael Gunger.
Soma Nahel Hassan.
Mackenzie Lee Patrick.
Demarcus Juwan Hurd.
Emilia M. Lowell.
Daniel John Werderkemper.
Anne Elizabeth Wilgenbush.
Braden Hayes.
Abigail Marie Pagato.
Cameron David Scheidler.
Kinsey Marie Hunt.
Rebecca L. Muta.
Stephanie Mercado.
Fiorella V. Meyer.
Paige Meredith Cruz.
Garrity Rose Corns.
Ashley Marie O'Brien.
Linda Samir Coco Elaine Elradi.
Maxwell Charles Bay.
Rodan Ali Ali.
Ethan Patrick Beacom.
Jake Patrick Gian Antonio.
Tyler Nathan Evans.
Jennifer Lee Miller.
Anthony Olenek.
Emily Barajas.
Walker P. Wilcoxon.
Susana Camacho Preciado.
Owen L. Pazza.
Passion Page Price.
Juan Fernando Medina.
Taylor Praxton Moore.
Abigail Cecilia Shower.
Derek Montez Garth.
Hannah Jane Perry.
Jasmine Simone Johnson.
Shaylin Grace Thompson.
Benjamin Ryan Goodall.
Sarahi Velasquez Hernandez.
Calvin Lufkin.
Jobed Jose Gomez.
James F. Castillo.
Gabriela Hernandez.
Justin D. Farrow.
Cindy Rebecca Delgado Parra.
Noah Riley Perello.
Jody Ann Romero.
Claire Olivia Corbin.
Stephanie Camarina Rodriguez.
Nathan Mien.
Tabuak Thajar Char.
Andre David Namink.
Michaela Ruth Coffey.
Sabitri Pant.
Jeffrey Daniel Purcell.
Elizabeth Nicole Richardson.
Bino Autumn Oluk.
Felix A. Baez Santiago.
Andrea Dramarie Jackson.
Juan Carlos Simons.
Gracie Lee Roberts.
Jasper Kaur.
Estefania Correa.
Natalie Christine Anderson.
Tamara Denise McConnell.
Sophia Claire Place Stump.
Rakea Niula Clayton.
Dylan Kaur.
Fatma Shwaki Saeed.
On behalf of the entire university community, I extend my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates. We wish you the very best, and we look forward to hearing from you about all of your accomplishments. A round of applause again for our graduates. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, endowed president and CEO of the Iowa State University Alumni Association, to welcome you as our newest alumni of Iowa State University. There you go.
Thank you, President Winterstein. And greetings, Iowa State's newest alumni, members of the class of 2023. How cool is this? You are now officially Cyclones for life. Not only do you hold a degree from Iowa State, you are now one of us. And as we say at the Iowa State University Alumni Association, welcome to the after party. And I have more good news for you. Each of you, for the first time in the history of the university, will be receiving an already paid for one-year membership with all the benefits, services, and opportunities connected to this opportunity. So allow me to tell you how this happened. A group of generous alumni and friends, close to 1,000 to be exact, came together during this year's Cardinal and Gold Gala event in Des Moines and from around the world through the Alumni Association's Sustaining Donor Program and made financial gifts to purchase a one-year gift membership for every member of the class of 2023. I think that deserves a round of applause. That's right, every single one of you will receive a one-year already paid for membership in the association. Now I want to make sure you heard me. Who is that gift membership for? There you go. So, to make this offer official, there's one thing they asked the association to do and one thing that they asked you to do. As to the association, we were simply asked to make it easy for you to access and accept this gift membership. Of you, they ask that you activate the gift membership, and you will do this by going to our website, www.isualum.org. Please don't try to remember that. You're going to get an email from me that asks you to sign up for this membership, and the first thing I'm going to ask you to do is don't delete my first email to you. Now, once you activate this gift membership, you will gain access to the online alumni directory that will connect you with alumni in your community. You will also be added to the mailing list for the Iowa Stater, which is the members-only magazine. You'll be given access to the online discount program and the opportunity to receive new grad tips, sheets, and programs, as well as special member invitations. Please know that today you join the ranks of more than 279,000 Cyclones everywhere who are making their communities and the world a better place. These Iowa Staters live in all 99 counties of Iowa, all 50 states of the United States, and in more than 153 countries. Being university alumni is a statement of accomplishment. It means you have bona fide relationship to a place and are linked to its future. Your and Iowa State's identities are mutually now intertwined. You also get to decide how that relationship matures and how you will use it to advance your goals and its aspirations. So I'm going to ask you to remember just 5 simple things. No matter what you do or where you go, you will always be a member of this prestigious higher education family. This school and all who work here will always be interested in what you do, how you continue to contribute to society, and what you become. Secondly, make Iowa State visible in your daily life. Wear your school colors. Sport a license plate or a license plate cover on your vehicle. Hang that diploma and place an Alumni Association membership decal on your vehicle. Like me, by doing these simple acts, you're sure to connect with Iowa Staters everywhere. Number 3, Alumni help fund building projects. They invested in your faculty and programs. They also invested in you through scholarships, study abroad opportunities, and internships. You and alumni of the future will largely determine what your children, your grandchildren, and others will find when they matriculate to Iowa State. When you are able, consider giving back as well. Number 4, keep in touch. Come back to visit campus. Take road trips with your college buddies and join a local alumni club. If you have a change of address, be sure to let us know in order that we may put you in touch with other alumni in your new community. And last, renew your gifted membership a year from now from the day that you activated it. You're going to want to stay an active member. So in closing, and with every good wish for your success, health, and happiness, on behalf of the staff and board of the ISU Alumni Association, we look forward to becoming partners with you and helping you advance your careers, enhance your degrees, stay connected to your colleges, support your alma mater, and network with Cyclones everywhere. And don't forget, we're saving a spot for you at the after party. So activate your one-year gifted membership by May 31st. Congratulations again, class of 2023, and remember, you are now Cyclones for life. Go Cyclones.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. We are now nearing the conclusion of our ceremony. I again want to thank our honorary degree recipient and commencement speaker, Dr. Trudy Hueskamp Peterson. Another round of applause for our commencement speaker. I want to offer my personal congratulations to all of today's graduates. We are extremely proud of you and all you have accomplished. Your Iowa State University diploma is the culmination of rigorous coursework, hands-on learning, and life-changing experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. It is a symbol of both the university's excellence and your hard-earned academic achievement. Thank you for making this a memorable day and evening, and thank you for making Iowa State an important part of your personal and professional journey. Before we close today, we want to recognize the hard work of all those individuals who have supported you, the faculty and staff, the family members, and the many friends. I ask the graduates to rise and find your family and friends in the audience and thank them for their support. And I ask the family and friends to rise as well and recognize these graduates. Wonderful. And now with the playing, and now with the singing of the Bells of Iowa State by Cole Stevenson, I pronounce the Spring 2023 Evening Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony at a close. Cole, one more time, Cole. Thank you so much.
Please join me in the singing of the Bells of Iowa State. You will find the music printed on the back of your commencement program.
And valiant like the bells of